Today I will show you an action, adventure, drama film from 2018, titled AXL. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. At the start of this film AXL, we see that a scientist has made an artificial dog. It has advanced features and powerful. It is like a weapon. It will be useful in the future. Then the scene changes and we see bike racing. A boy named Miles was also there. His bike was out of order. He asks for help from the people there, but that was an opposite team and they don't help him. Meanwhile, a girl named Sarah arrives there. She gives Miles the chain of her bike. He again starts bike racing. Luckily, he wins the bike racing. There was a boy, Sam. He says to him that there is a party at my home at night, and I will wait for you. He doesn't like that boy, and he doesn't want to go to that party. But then he comes to know that Sarah will also be there. He goes there at night. Going there, he sees that Sam is ill-mannered. He was setting everything on fire, just for fun, but Miles doesn't like this thing. There was nothing interesting for Miles. But then he goes to the bike collection place of Sam. While following Miles, Sarah also arrives there. They start talking. Then we see that Miles was sitting with his father. He says to him that we are poor but I need money. I want to do something. From here, the scene changes. We see a scientist, and he was a scientist who made the artificial dog, whose name was AXL. But he was worried because his dog ran. He receives a call from army that you have made an illegal weapon, and if we find it, the government will take its custody and we will not give it to you. That scientist says okay, give me 2 days after it, I will give that dog in your custody. He has to do this because he was making it illegally. After it, we see Sam and Miles. Sam again says to Miles that we are going to the hills. We will enjoy ourselves there, along with bike racing. You can come if you want, we will also make videos there. You can post them and the public will like you. Miles already wants to become famous and earn money. Being trapped, he goes with him. Reaching there, Sam and Miles start talking. Getting a chance from it, that Miles is not attentive towards his bike. He pours a soft drink in his bike, so that if he will drive a bike or do some stunts, he can't do it. It was a dangerous task. Sam's purpose was to insult Miles. Now all show their stunts. When it was Miles' turn and he starts his car. Before showing the stunt, his car fell in the ditch. He also falls down badly from his bike. Here his bike was damaged. He was also badly injured. After doing this, Sam does one more evil task. He doesn't ask Miles, is he alright? He leaves Miles and moves from there. Miles feels this thing is bad and he says that I have to do something alone. He bravely stands up and stands his bike. He makes himself fine and moves on his bike from there. Before he leaves from there, he sees something. It was a huge container. Some voices were coming out of it. Miles goes near it and opens it to see. He sees something awkward. That was none other than that AXL dog. When Axel sees Miles, it starts chasing him. Miles was driving his bike speedily without caring about anything in front. He was moving while doing stunts. That's why when Axel is chasing him, it couldn't copy a lot of stunts, and it fell there. Miles feels bad when Axel fell, because he also fell some time ago and none helped him. He goes to Axel because he has a good heart. He sees that it is a dog-shaped robot. He says to it that don't worry, I will not harm you. I will make you fine. With it, Miles starts checking it and takes out a rod from it. Because of it, it was feeling pain. When that rod comes out, Axel feels good, and it wants to say thanks to Miles. It seems like soon they will become friends. Miles comes to know that this robot ran from the place where it was created. There must be a reason that it ran from there. Now they become good friends. Axel has the qualities of dog, so it behaves like a dog. It plays with Miles. On another side, Sarah asks Sam that what have you done with Miles? Where is he? Sam says that I haven't done anything, actually he deserves it. If you are worrying, so go and see. Sam tells her the place where he left Miles last time. On another side, Miles and Axel were playing and Scientist was also seeing all this. Through that Axel robot, he tells the people which were present there that see, I have told you, that the robot dog which I made is good. It can live with humans. But the army and the government say that it is illegal. I wanted to do this experiment and I have to promote this thing. That Axel can live with humans. His companions forbid him, but he didn't stop. Meanwhile, Sarah also arrives there where Miles was. But Axel comes in anger as it sees Sar. It barks at her, but Miles says it to stop. She is my friend. She will not harm you. After it, he says to Sarah to come here and talk to Axel. Here Sarah and Axel also become friends. They spend a night there, and they enjoy it a lot. Because that dog robot is advanced, so it plays music there with its technology. And because of it, they enjoy it a lot. The next morning, Miles thinks that we have to move from here. Now Axel was alone there, so they make it sit in their truck and move from there. But when their petrol was finished and they come to the petrol pump, they have no money. But why worry, because Axel was with them. It hacks the system and gives some money to Miles. With it, Miles buys some food items and fuel also. Then they go to a place where Sarah shows them her paintings. That dog was also showing something. Those were some graphical representations stored in it. They come to know that it wasn't an ordinary dog. It is made for the use of the army. It will be used as a weapon and they see it. Miles finds a chip from it. Due to it, that dog was under the control Miles. Meanwhile, Sam comes there to torture them. Sarah says to him that you also come here to tease us. Go from here. I come to know that what have you done? Sam starts fighting with Sarah. Miles and Axel also arrive there. When Sam becomes aggressive with Miles, Axel comes in anger. Because Miles was its friend, it attacks Sam. Meanwhile, the companions of the scientist say to the scientist that we have to go here, so that Axel could harm anyone. The scientist says no. Now we have the chance to see that what will Axel do? Axel attacks Sam. He gets scared and runs from there, but it didn't harm him. Sarah says to Miles that what have you done? You attacked Sam. My mother is a servant in his house. You know very well he can do anything to take revenge. Couldn't you keep quiet? Well, they leave that place and ask Axel to stay there. Miles reaches his home with Sarah. He tells his father everything. His father says that if you found it you should give it to its owner. On another side, we see aggressive Sam. He goes to set Axel on fire. Going there, he sprinkles fuel everywhere. He sets that place on fire. He sends this video to Sarah. Sarah and Miles go to that place, but till then, Axel was burned. A signal comes from Axel's body that how it will become fine. Now Sarah and Miles take it to a place, and making its system fine. But the final step after it will become fine, it was to reboot, in which it wants 2.5 hours. But bad luck, the scientist gets its location. He has sent his companions, so that they will search for Axel and bring it to him, but Miles doesn't want this. He was praying that it will reboot soon, and it happens the same. After 2.5 hours Axel reboots and barking at the people around it. When Sam was using it, it scanned Sam. Now it wants to take revenge on Sam. That's why it starts searching for Sam. It reaches there where Sam was and it starts attacking Sam. But Sam throws fire with the instrument from which he sets things on fire. Axel wasn't scared. It wants to attack him. The good thing for Axel is that the fuel in the instrument of Sam was finished. He couldn't throw more fire. Now Axel moves towards him in anger for the final attack. But Miles and Sarah arrive there. They say to Axel that you are a good dog. Don't do this. They stop it, but then some drone comes there that was sent by that scientist to control Axel. Because of it, Axel becomes weak. That scientist comes and takes Axel with him and changes its settings. Because of it, its memory didn't remain good. It means it forgets the past. It becomes evil. When Sarah goes there, it couldn't identify Sarah. Sarah starts making something with her hand. With it, it understands that she is Sarah. Because Sarah has done this before when she was with Axel. Axel understands that who is harming it. It turns towards that scientist and starts attacking him. But then the army and the government people come there. They arrest the scientist for doing this illegal work. They were moving towards Axel. But Sarah and Miles take Axel with them. Sarah comes out and surrenders in front of the army. That I surrender and arrest me. Sarah has done this so Miles and Axel could run from behind. They run towards the forest. While running they reach a far distance and the army helicopters were chasing them. Miles and Axel jump, but Miles falls down. Due to it, his elbow was fractured. He says to Axel that you have to leave. Go from here. I don't want that anybody harms you. Axel doesn't go from there, but Miles insists on it, and after it, Axel runs speedily. It reaches a far distance, but helicopters were still following it. Now Axel has the ability to destroy itself. It was about to do this, so that nobody could destroy it. It will destroy itself. Last time, it zooms Miles and sees him, as it wants to say to him that you supported me and you are my good friend. But I have to go now, and with it, it destroys itself. After it, there was a huge blast. Axel was no more and Miles was looking at it being depressed. After some time, we see that the scientist was in jail. And an army captain comes to him. She asks him that we are feeling like Axel is again activating itself. Tell us what is the solution for it? You will reboot it or destroy it? The scientist says that are you asking me? That captain says yes, we need your help. Then the scientist was taken out of jail. On another side, we see that all were appreciating Sarah and Miles. They also get a scholarship and then they go to a beach. They have a husky dog. Miles shows a tool to Sarah. While using it, he pairs with Axel. He says that shall I turn it on? As he turns it on he gets a signal that Axel is activating itself. Soon, it will return. With it, this movie ends. Thank you for watching.